Welcome back to another episode of Drew TV. Tonight, we're going to go ahead and dive into the story. We're going to be talking about one of the first animals to ever take flight into outer space and to no return. Her name is Laika, and she was a dog that was sent out into space by the Soviet Union back in 1957. We're going to go ahead and dive into the story, and we're going to hold our comments to the end and see what we can talk about. Let's get the story started.
Did you know that there's a dog that has been floating in space above our Earth's orbit for 65 years? She is the true pioneer of space travel for Earth's living beings. Her name is Laika, and she sacrificed her life at the young age of 3 for the sake of humanity. Her true story of death was concealed for 45 years. Today we will review the touching tale of this space hero. In the 1950s and 1960s, people were immersed in the immense enthusiasm for space exploration, and space race competitions between countries, primarily the USA and the USSR, were in full swing. The primary concern at the time was how humans could venture into space. However, due to the early stage of technology and the enormous risks involved, direct manned spaceflight was too perilous. After much deliberation, scientists chose to send animals on these dangerous missions. Laika was one of them. She was originally a stray dog found on the streets, barely 3 years old, when people first encountered her. Her small size, gentle temperament, and the belief that stray dogs could endure harsh and extreme conditions of space, better than pet dogs, led to her selection for space training. Laika was remarkably intelligent and adaptable. She not only successfully completed numerous rigorous training sessions, but also learned to remain seated for extended periods. She eventually adapted to the pressurized, sealed capsule specially designed for her. On November 3, 1957, Laika was placed in the sealed capsule, and scientists equipped her with sensors to monitor her breathing and heartbeat. When everything was ready, Laika boarded Sputnik 2 and successfully entered Earth's orbit, becoming the first living being to venture into space. However, her fate was sealed from the beginning. In the scientists' plan, Laika was to orbit the Earth for 1 week, then consume her final poisonous meal to complete her mission. In reality, she didn't even get to eat that meal, because she didn't survive long enough. Shortly after entering Earth's orbit, the temperature inside the capsule rose drastically, and the heat dissipation system designed for her proved ineffective. Laika's heart rate was 3 times faster than usual, and she was howling in agony due to the extreme heat. 5 hours after liftoff, Laika stopped breathing and heartbeat forever. Nobody can truly fathom what she went through during her last moments. On April 14, 1958, the satellite carrying Laika disintegrated in space, and to this day, her remains, along with her spacesuit, continue to float in the vast cosmos. While Laika's time in space lasted only a few hours, her brief journey proved that living being could endure certain harsh conditions after rocket launch. Her sacrifice laid a solid foundation for human-manned spaceflight in the future. To humanity, Laika is a hero, as her sacrifice paved the way for the exploration of space. However, for Laika herself, her life in space remained lonely. Perhaps the stray life on Earth was her true and best home.
And there you have it, the story of Laika. Man, I guess in a way that this was something good and something bad, that she paved the way for humans to be able to travel to space. But man, the point of not returning. I mean, the dog didn't know that she was not gonna return. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then another thing I didn't get about the video, it said that she sacrificed her life. Did she sacrifice her life, or was she forced to sacrifice her life for this testing? It's really something to think about. They burnt that dog up. They burnt that dog up from some overheating. That's just a nice word of saying burnt up. Then they said that the rocket disintegrated in space with her remains in there. So right now she's floating around in space, or her remains floating around in space. There's nothing much I can really say about this because it was so long ago. And I know now that they have stopped sending animals, I think, to space. But yep, y'all, this is my story that I had to cover. I enjoyed learning about this. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. And if you're just now finding this channel and you stay to the end, that means that you like my information that I'm sending, and you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can receive notifications when I post new videos. As always, again, I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me tonight, and y'all have a blessed night.